Hello and welcome to the GOG Showdown. I will be your host, Pantsless Aaron, and this is going to be a trivia tournament all about knowledge, luck, and daring. Our players are going to face off against each other, head-to-head, in a 6-player double elimination tournament. All 3 teams have been seeded according to how they have done in the GOG games overall up until now. And there we go. Much better. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that little glitch. Okay, so welcome. This game is going to work a little differently than Goglionaire did back in the day. Like I said, it's a head-to-head game, so 2 players are going to play at a time. They're both going to receive the same question and the same 4 answers. And they are given, at the start of the showdown, 10 medals that they can place on any answer that they think might be correct. They don't have to know the correct answer. They can cover 1, 2, 3, or even all 4 answers with medals if they wish. After all, in order to continue playing, you must cover the correct answer with a medal. However, every medal that they place on an incorrect answer is taken away. And once they're down to 3, 2, or even just 1 medal, that's all they'll have to play with. And any time that one player gets the question right and the other player fails to cover the correct answer, then the showdown is over and the player who got it right wins. In case of both players managing to get the answer wrong, failing to cover the correct answer, then we go into sudden death, which I'll explain when it is time to do so. So, I feel like why should we waste any more time? I don't think we should. Let's get straight to it. I am going to bring in our contestants here, if I can manage to do so. They are not showing up. Welcome to technical difficulties already. It took 2 seconds. It took a grand total of 2 seconds. Allow me just a second here. Okay, Zoom has already decided to not work. Zoom has already decided enough with that crap. Alright. Well, Zoom is not playing fair. Alright, then I guess we don't really have a choice. We're gonna have to switch over to Discord, gentlemen. If you would be so good as to leave the meeting, I'm gonna close the meeting entirely. We're gonna use Discord from here on out. I did have Discord set up as a backup. I was prepared for that this might happen. So instead, would you gentlemen jump into the Discord voice channel and enable video, please? And unmute your microphone if you haven't done so already. Oh dear. I'm gonna need everybody else to leave the voice channel, because apparently it brings your squares in whether I want them here or not. Crocs, Ananda, and I'll just hide myself. Okay, very good. Now I've got just the 2 of you. Now let's try bringing you in on camera. Fingers crossed. Yep, there's 1. And there's 2. There we go! Yay! Excellent! There we go, gentlemen. Welcome. Let's start with you, Frazwar. You're on Team RageQuit, so I'm gonna change your image here. Because right now you have the TableFlip one instead. Oops. I don't know why I bother, because honestly, you have the. Oh, you did. You're in green screen now, unfortunately, because Discord doesn't have the background feature, unfortunately. But that's okay. Fraswar, why don't you tell the people all about yourself, because in case anybody here doesn't already know who you are, or what you like to get up to. I cannot hear you. Oh, I know why. There we go. Now try it. Hello, Fraswar. There we are.
There
Yay.
we go. Hello. Sorry, I
That's
think
okay.
I'm a little bit out of sync. I was listening to you on the channel. Hi.
Hello,
I was just saying,
Francois.
I spent so long setting up that lovely.
I know.
Team
I'm
RageQuit.
so sorry, but Zoom was just not playing along, right?
Everybody at home just has to imagine that I've got an awesome Team RageQuit logo just behind me that's going to power me to victory.
Certainly hope so. All right. Well, excellent. And his opponent for this first match is Dan Van Dam from Team TableFlip. Dan, you are muted. I can't hear you. And I'm not deafened. Hello?
I push talk.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. I forgot. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
That is a problem. All right, so I'm dropping my mic volume down because apparently I'm too loud. I might be a little excited. I'm sorry. Okay, so...
It's not just you.
Yeah, no, it also could be my microphone. It's not very good. Anyway, so Dan Van Dam, tell the folks who are watching a little bit about yourself.
Well, I started playing video games when I was fast forwards video tips. Well, I stream here on the stream team, and I basically fast forwards a bit. I play retro games and, well, just kick back and relax and watch everyone else here on GOG for the most part. Okay. Very social animal for that.
Very good. All right, let's get to the game, shall we, gentlemen? Frazwar, would you please open the player web page?
I will absolutely do that. Bear with me 2 seconds. Sure. I've the wrong bit of Discord. Let's get into the correct bit of Discord. That will help. All right, it is open. Well,
okay. It should ask you for a username. You can put in your own. You can put in anything you want. Just make it unique. And then it should ask you for the session ID, which is 1. Nice and easy. All right. Are you in? Yes, you're in. All right. So, Dan Van Dam, would you also open the player web page?
Okay. Open up now. Okay.
Okay.
And 1.
And it looks like we're ready to go. All right, gentlemen. If you're each ready, I will give you 10 medals. And let's begin. Here's your first question. The 2016 reboot of Master of Orion has what little-used subtitle? A. Revenge of Antares. B. Battle at Antares. C. Conquer the Stars. Or D. Star-Lords. You may place your medals now.
I know this, but do you know this, Dan? Like, this is obvious, right?
No, I totally drew a blank.
Good, because
Francois with the strong psychological game.
You'll win there automatically. You'll automatically get the goal for that one. Let's see.
Oh, Francois has locked in. Dan Van Dam has locked in. All right. Well, gentlemen, I can tell you that this showdown could already be over. I'm now going to reveal to each of you and to the audience where and how you placed your medals. You should now all be able to see. Francois, you didn't have a clue. You were bluffing for all you were worth.
I thought I'd start out strong.
But Dan, you seemed somewhat confident. You took longer to lock in, but you only picked one answer.
I was thinking in my head back in 2016, which I can barely remember a sandwich rate then, but I was like, it has to be this one. It seems more sensible, at least.
All right. So here's how it lays out. If the answer is Battle at Antares, we carry on. and Frassoir loses 3 medals. But if the answer is anything else, Frassoir has already won his first showdown.
Come on.
The correct answer is C. Conquer the Stars. I am so sorry, Dan Van Dam. That's okay. That's okay. This is a double elimination tournament. You are not out of it for good. Okay? We're going to put you into the losers bracket where you'll have a chance to come back and maybe win more matches and you maybe even get into the final. Who knows? But for now, you've just taken 1 loss. But Frassoir, congratulations. You've moved on to round 2.
I feel like a right little bugger.
You were playing it so hard. So hard. And you didn't have a clue. You're just like, I'm going to put all of them down. But it did the trick. All you had to do was get the answer right, and that's what did it for you. Congratulations, Frassoir, and consolations, Dan Van Dam. But we'll see you both again later in the tournament. So if you gentlemen could please close out your video on Discord and close out the player web pages, please.
Okay, thank you, dude.
All right. Well, I mean, wow. Can't ask for more than that, I guess. Wow. All right. So let's have a look at the bracket and how things shaked out. Frassoir won it out over Dan Van Dam. So he's going to go on to round 2 and face Kilgore Trout in the 3rd match of this game. And Dan Van Dam has taken the first slot in the losers bracket. We'll hear from him again after we finish round 2. In the meanwhile, it is now time for Dango Kitty and the Crocs. Would both of you please join the Discord channel with video? And whenever you are ready, I will bring you both in. There's the Crocs, and there's Dango Kitty. You both are muted, so please unmute yourselves. All right, I can see that you've unmuted, but I can't hear either of you, but I don't think that's because you've said anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I can hear the Crocs, but I can't hear Dango. Nope, still can't hear you. Do you want to jump out of the channel and jump back in, maybe? Sometimes it just needs a restart. I've seen Discord do that sometimes. All right. Well, okay, Dango has re-jumped in. I just need you on video now. She's probably listening to the Twitch stream. So there might be a little bit of lag before she rejoins us. Dango, we still can't hear you. I don't know what happened, but we can't hear you at all. If you're talking, yeah, it's not even lighting up. Might want to shut down Discord entirely and start it up again. Or maybe there's an issue with your microphone, I don't know. It's kind of important for this, though. Okay, she jumped out of the channel entirely. Let's see. Hopefully it's just minor Discord issues. Yeah, strategy is definitely an element in this game, 100%. Frassoir won without even knowing the answer to the question, so you have to be willing to put down more more chips if you're completely lost. Because as we just saw, that might save you. Dango Kitty has rejoined, but I still cannot hear her. And it's not lighting up on Discord, so I wonder if maybe we got a microphone problem for some reason. That would be an issue.
Oh my God, Pyron.
There she is. There she is.
My smart self.
All right. So if you could just turn your webcam on, we'll be good to go. There you are. Hello, Dango. All right, let's.
I'm a genius. Thank you.
Let's bring you both in. Dango, you'll be the red player. Crocs, you'll be the blue player. So I don't have to move the icons at all. You're already where you're supposed to be, above RageQuit and TableFlip, respectively. Dango, hi. Hello.
Hi. Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I'm glad you got it working. It was starting to get concerned, but you're here and it's working, so we'll be able to play. So, for anyone who is watching who doesn't perhaps know you or what you like to do, why don't you tell everybody what you're all about?
Well, right now I'm all about nerves. I am super nervous after watching that round. My name is Dango Kitty. I go by Momo. I tend to like really cute games or games that don't involve combat, dexterity, or anything like that because I'm terrible with them. But I love puzzles. And I'm a sore loser. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't know how to console you about this particular game, but I'm guessing you're going to be just fine. So anyway, the Crocs, welcome. So before we get into his introduction, I just want to say the Crocs and Dizzy were instrumental in getting this whole program to work properly. I literally could not have done it without them. They both did an amazing job. And they put a lot of work into this, to the point of even calling off work to make sure that they had enough time to get it done in time. So I have to extend my extreme thank you to the Crocs and Dizzy. And as I've told them both, I owe them dinner and a beer. So that's going to happen at some point, hopefully. The Crocs, would you mind telling everybody all about you, who, if they don't know who you are and what you're into?
Yeah, my name is The Crocs. I'm usually here on GOG, like streaming stuff every Wednesday, which is a variety of things. And other than that, I love platformers and I love action games and I love a good mixture of both. So yeah, that's what I'm doing on my own channel, or well, also here.
Very cool.
That's kind of my thing. I'm really curious what questions await here. So
I think everybody is.
Crossing fingers is it's not gonna be too hard.
Okay, so Dango, would you please open the player webpage?
I have it open and it says connected to server. And each time I log in with Dango Kitty, it tells me enter your session ID.
Session ID should be 1.
Okay, I was like, that didn't pop up. Okay, there it goes.
Yep, there you are. The Crocs, would you please now open the player webpage and log in? And I know you know how to do this.
I'm technical difficulty Kitty. I'm sorry.
So even though the Crocs put a lot of effort into getting all this working and setting all this up, he did all the technical stuff. He has no foreknowledge of the questions that we're using. And Dizzy and I made very sure of that. So the Crocs is going into this just as blind as everyone else. All right? If you both are ready, I think it's time to begin. Here is your first question. What's the name of the princess in Earthworm Jim? A, monkey for a head. B, what's her name? C, slug for a butt. Or D, Fifi? Place your medals now.
Why would you do this?
You both sound so certain. Don't they sound like they know the answer, everybody?
Oh, God.
Remember, if you don't know the answer, it is safer to cover everything and just stay in the game. Maybe the best move would be to start with all 4 covered and then remove any you are certain are safe. Well, the Crocs is locked in.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay.
And it looks like Dango's locked in. All right. Well, this is one of those that I think I don't mind telling you that I'm just going to go on to the next question because you both covered all 4 answers. Neither one of you had a clue, had a single clue. Dango,
what was the right answer?
Dango, if you could have picked one, what would you have gone with?
Just one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I started to think slug for a butt because Earthworm Jim and slug, but half of me was like Fifi, but we'll say slug for a butt.
Okay. And the Crocs the same, or did you have another idea?
I go for what's her name.
What's her name? Okay. Well, I can reveal that the correct answer actually is... What's her name?
So I did good.
Yeah, you guys are both still in it. However, you both do lose 3 medals. You're now down to 7 each.
Okay.
Here's your next question. 1997's Turok Dinosaur Hunter features what primary antagonist? A. Mother, B. Oblivion, C. the Primogen, or D. the Campaigner? The primary antagonist. Place your medals now, please. Forgot the music, sorry.
Oh dear.
Played the Turok games? Anybody?
I gotta admit, no.
Ooh,
It's not
that's-
fluffy enough.
Dango
No
locked
cute
in
things.
really quickly.
No cute things.
And the Crocs has locked in. Okay.
We'll see how this goes.
I can tell you that you each have a 50-50 chance of winning. Well, actually, Dango Kitty has a 50-50 chance of winning. The Crocs has a 50-50 chance of staying in the game. The Crocs, why did you leave Oblivion and the Campaigner uncovered? Did they just not sound right to you?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, the Campaigner sounds like not something out of a game with aliens in it, so I'd expect more like the Primogen, or like, I don't know, like whatever weird other name they could come up with, or like just like the Mothership. Mother, of course, yeah, but like Oblivion kind of also sounded too normal, so let's see how this
I
goes.
agree.
Okay. And you agree, you think it's Mother or the Primogen, Dango?
The main one that stuck out to me was the Primogen. It just sounded like super antagonistic, like, yeah, I'm getting hunted down by the Primogen. It just sounded like it was it. But I'm
sounds right.
scared and I'm timid, so
Well,
here we are.
I might be about to relieve your stress. So, I'll lay this out. If the answer is A or C, we're just going to carry on as if nothing changed, except Dango's going to lose 3 chips and the Crocs will lose 1. If it's B or D, Dango has won. The correct answer is D, the
Oh,
Campaigner.
come on.
So sorry, the Crocs, but Dango, you did it! Congratulations! Yay! Team RageQuit taking the first 2 entries. Well done. Oh, the Crocs, I'm sorry about that. Someone, I think, in Memories in 8-Bit was pointing out, the Campaigner is like the first game, the Primogen is from the second game, and I think Oblivion's the third. And Mother was just one I made up. So,
So this was a trick question. So
It
Aaron
was-
was being dirty.
it was tricky.
Okay.
It was tricky. It was about the first game, and you had to know the first game. But anyway. Well done, Dango, for staying in and winning the game. Well done. You're going to go on to the second round, and you'll face Ananda. The Crocs, your game is not entirely over. You've just taken 1 elimination. You're going to go to the losers bracket, and you're gonna be in a match in the losers bracket. But you'll be back for your second chance. In the meanwhile, I'll ask you both to close the player webpage. And you can both jump out of the Discord channel. And I will update the tournament bracket. Because, yeah, things have changed. Dango Kitty took it. And joins Ananda for round 2. And the Crocs has been placed into the losers bracket along with Dan Van Dam. They won't be playing each other, which is good because they're on the same team. But yeah, I think it's time for our next game. So for our next game, would Kilgore Trout and Frazwar please join the Discord channel with voice and video, please? I'll close those up until we're all set and ready to go in Discord. It looks like I have a Kilgore Trout.
Yes, you do.
And I hear a Kilgore Trout. Excellent. And I have a Fraswar.
Ahoy.
And I hear a
Howdy do.
Fraswar. Brilliant. Excellent. All right, we're rocking and rolling.
Ahoyer.
We're rocking and rolling.
Yes. Team Ahoy.
Team Ahoy.
Team Ahoy. We should.
Absolutely, Team Ahoy. All right, let me bring you in. There we go. I'm just gonna have to change some images around to put you on the right teams, because Kilgore's on HeadDesk. And while I'm doing that, Kilgore, do you mind telling everybody who you are, what you're about, and if you're looking forward to this, which I assume you are. I hope you are.
Who am I? Yeah, no, of course, this is the one event that I look forward to all the time because it's a great opportunity to show how useless I am. No, actually, no, but the thing is, it's like the game category goes back years, and you could ask something from like 20, 30 years ago, and I may know it like in an instant. But if it's a question about something that's within like the last 5 or 10 years, I could be clueless, or vice versa. So
yeah. We'll
but
see.
otherwise,
and it's always a pleasure to have you, my friend. And also his opponent for this round is Fraswar, back off his first victory after a single question.
All skill, baby. All skill. All knowledge.
You got to be feeling pretty good about that. You got to be feeling pretty good about that. It might have been your psych out that did it.
It's possible.
He only placed one, so it could have been your psych out. We don't know, but it certainly paid off.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now that you've seen the game? Now that you know how it's played?
Probably a little bit more nervous because apparently, I've got a track record to keep up now.
Yeah, that you do. Kilgore, would you open the player webpage and put in session 1, please?
I have to find where to get the link now because all I see
people have been
videos.
talking too much in the. Yeah.
No, but all I see right now are just our video links.
Oh, you
You
have to click into the text channel for GOG Showdown.
The text channel. Where's that?
Yeah, scroll up in the channel list.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, we're there.
There you go.
Okay. Click.
Okay, and I'm just going to make sure you're joined. Put in your name, and the session ID, again, is still 1.
Are caps necessary or anything? Doesn't matter?
Caps? Uh-oh.
When I type in my name... No, my username, right?
My mouse just disappeared. That's going to be trouble.
It doesn't matter.
No, username doesn't matter. You can type it however you want, but it's just to be a unique identifier. That's it. And now, Fraswar, would you please open the player webpage and join as the second player?
And this can be the same name, right?
Yeah, as long as it's not the same name Kilgore Chop picked, we're fine.
Awesome.
I doubt it, but
Session 1.
Okay. Yeah, session 1 still. All right, we're ready to go. Let's get started, gentlemen. Here is your first question. Which of the following game titles has the correct number in it? A. Tower 67, B. Subwar 2049, C. Conqueror AD 1086, or D. Rise of Industry 2140. Please place your medals now.
I have heard of Rise of Industry.
Be careful, your opponent can hear you.
Now that's a psych out. It's a psych out, of course it is. Yeah, by the way, Kilgore, it's totally not Rise of Industry. So you should 100% not cover that.
And Fraswar has locked in.
Okay, I'm gonna try this.
All right. Well, now that both players have locked in, I can tell you that both players have a chance to win on the very first question. Here's the answers. Kilgore went with A and D, and Fraswar went with A, B, and C. Now that look, Fraswar, is interesting, because you clearly didn't cover Rise of Industry.
No. I think it's got like a double number at the end of it. It's like 2144 or something. I don't know.
Okay. If you had to pick one, which do you think it is?
Honestly, the only one that's jumping out of me at me is Subwar, just because it sounds a little bit like Fraswar.
But I think Subwar is. Now I could be wrong, but I think Subwar is Subwar 2050.
Could
It's
be.
the one that the one that I recall. That's why I didn't click it, because I thought it was Subwar 2050. I'm probably wrong. Maybe it is 2040, 49. Well, and I threw in Rise of Industry just for the hell of it. And Tower 67 could be 57, but I don't, and I think it is. So I could be out. There you go.
Well, we'll find out. It's I shouldn't tease you for too long anyway. So, to put you gentlemen out of your misery, and just to clarify for anyone who might be confused, if the answer is B or C, Fraswar has won. If the answer is D, Kilgore has won. And if the answer is A, we carry on and they both lose some medals, but Fraswar loses one more. The correct answer is C, Conqueror AD 1086.
Yeah. I should have gotten all four.
So sorry, Kilgore.
It's okay.
Fraswar has gone 2 and 2. 2 questions, 2 wins. How do you feel?
This just goes.
I'm pretty much shaking right now.
And this pretty much goes to show that you can be completely clueless and still win.
Oh, I see. You're putting the smack talk in at the end.
Yeah. Well, again, like the others, Kilgore, you're not out of it yet. It's a double elimination tournament, so you'll join Dan Van Dam and the Crocs down in the losers bracket, and we'll see you again in a little bit. Fraswar, you're going on to the semifinals.
Oh, yay!
Well done. Well done indeed. All right, gentlemen. So if you'd be so kind as to close the player web pages and leave the Discord, I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you guys. Next time around. So we're gonna update our tournament bracket. Fraswar, just making RageQuit super proud, takes the win and goes into the semifinals. Meanwhile, Kilgore Trout is gone down to the losers bracket. He will face the Crocs when we start losers bracket round 1. But first, we've got one more bit of business to do in round 2. We need Ananda and Dango Kitty to please join Discord with video and audio, please. And I will bring you in. Oops. Yep, not quite. There we go. I'll get it working eventually. Hey, Dango.
Hi.
I know you were super nervous. How are you feeling after your first win?
I'm still nervous.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
I got through by the skin of my teeth. That was pure luck. And I was sitting there watching Frasses, and I was like, I know this one. Why did I get that one?
Hey, Ananda, I can see you now, but I haven't heard you yet.
Hello.
There you are. Yay, there she is. Okay, so now I can bring you both in. There we are. All right, and Ananda, you're part of Team HeadDesk, and Dango's part of RageQuit. Perfect. It's all set up perfectly, just how I like it. Yay. Okay, so Ananda, you're the only one who hasn't been met yet of the players taking place in the tournament. So why don't you tell everybody watching on the stream who you are and what you like to do and what you like to get up to.
Hello, I'm Ananda. I am the newest member of the GOG community stream team, less than 2 months. So I'm not going to be as much of an expert on all of the back catalogue on GOG as everyone else. I was desperately hoping that Kilgore was going to carry me through this like Pi did for the Epic Pinball. However, this is going to rely mostly on guesswork and it's
strategy.
like at school, isn't it? If you press B every time, one of them's bound to be right.
I have to say though, as someone who's already played a game with Ananda, and both of us came in completely fresh, nothing under our belts, she sells herself short. So I am not
dang.
assuming anything out of this.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to a good game regardless. So, Inanda, would you be so good as to open the player webpage and
I can indeed.
put in any username you want, and session ID is still 1.
Still 1, yeah?
Yep.
Game session joined.
All right.
Hey.
And I'm sorry. Can you close the webpage and reopen it?
Both of us?
Nope. Yeah. Well, if you've opened it too, close it, please.
Okay.
And Ananda, can you reopen it? I screwed up. That's my fault. I hadn't reset
Can I
yet.
use the same username?
Yep. You can use any username you want. It's fine.
Session 1.
Mm-hmm. Session 1. There you go. Now you're in. And then, Dango, please wait until I tell you. You came in like an instant after Ananda, and you would have been in the wrong place. I would have had to switch you both, but that's okay. It all worked out. We're ready to go.
Am I good now?
Ladies, let's get started. Here is your first question.
Hold up.
Oh,
Technical.
technical difficulties? Something wrong?
Chrome decided it didn't want to stay up.
Uh-oh. We might have to ditch the question and reset.
Yep. It won't let me in.
All right, we're gonna ditch this question to reset. Unfortunately, this question could have been answered by anyone who took part in the last game, because it was which of the following is not a playable character in Rise of the Triad 2013, and the answer was Rory Maddox, option C. But anyway, I'm gonna have to reset once again.
Shall I come out of the game?
Once again, Ananda, close your player webpage, and Dango, close yours if you have it open.
I'm sorry,
It's
everybody.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. And Ananda, when you're ready, go ahead and open the webpage and put in session 1 again. It's still session 1.
Connecting to server. Right. Refresh helps.
Yes.
There we go. Session 1.
Yes. There we go. We have Ananda. Dango, would you please open the player webpage? And if Chrome's giving you trouble, you can try Firefox or one of the others. They should all work. Still session 1. Yay!
Got
okay.
it.
You got it? All right.
Yep.
Now let's get started. Here is your real first question. Omicron the Nomad Soul features music by what musician? A. Prince, B. David Bowie, C. Beck, or D. George Michael? Please place your medals now.
Now, I would love to say I knew the answer to this. However, it would be a lie.
Okay.
So,
Well,
this is where guesswork
Dango
comes in.
locked in real quick.
How do I place things?
Click the
Like that,
yeah.
kind of.
Click the answer itself, not the bubbles on the side.
Okay.
And Ananda has locked in. All right. Well, Dango, you seemed really confident about that one.
I'm not confident, but I have a very strong theory. But I'm not sure.
Well, let's show everybody just how not confident you were. You placed just by everything except Prince, and Ananda just covered everything. Dango, is there a reason you didn't cover Prince?
Honestly, I wasn't going to cover Prince or David Bowie. And the reason why is because the both of them are just so huge. I can't imagine most games having the budget. That was my main reasoning.
Okay.
Beck, I remember from my childhood, and I think that Beck's music sounds really good, would fit in a video game.
Okay.
And George Michael, I wasn't sure about.
All right. Ananda, if you could pick one, which one
If
would you pick?
If I had gone for my initial thought, I would have gone with Bowie.
Oh. All right.
My mind went kind of, obviously you did Labyrinth, and I think it's around similar time. I might be wrong. I probably am. But that's why I picked all 4 answers.
Well, that's the beauty of it. You're through to the next question regardless. So it doesn't really matter what the answer is. It matters a little bit, because if it's Prince, Ananda has just won. Otherwise, Dango will stay in the game, and she will have a slight chip lead. The correct answer is B, David Bowie.
I should have gone with my first instinct.
Yeah, it would have been a risk, but if you had, you would have had the chip lead. But as it is, I saw you had only placed C and D. If you hadn't placed on Bowie, Dango, you'd be out right now. Well done for your gut, though, giving you that need to put that in there, keeping you in the game. So,
genre.
So as it stands, Ananda has 7 medals, and Dango Kitty has 8. Here is your next question. In Ultima 4, which of the following is not one of the 8 virtues of the Avatar? A, forgiveness, B, humility, C, spirituality, or D, honor? Please place your medals now. Kilgore Trout is kicking himself that he didn't get this question.
I'm trying to channel my inner Kilgore at the moment. Again, I know what my mind's immediately jumping to.
Why couldn't you ask me a question about the 7 deadly sins instead if we're going to do this? Why?
See, that, again, I would have been better on.
I mean, if you don't know, that's why you have... Well, Ananda just locked in. And Dango just locked in. Dango, you think Ananda knows the answer?
I mean... Possibly, since she really watches Kilgore's streams, and Kilgore's played the crap out of Ultima 4. Yeah. So I possibly, I said, she's a bit of a dark horse.
Well, I'll show you. She placed all 4, as did you. Neither one of you had a clue. Not even an inkling of a clue.
I did have an inkling.
Yeah. Dango, you had 1 chip down for a very long time. That was on C, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What was drawing you to C? Just a gut instinct?
Well, I don't think that spirituality is a virtue. I think forgiveness, humility, and honor are virtues. However, the Avatar part threw me off because Avatar is typically like a sort of deity, and it's not necessarily a virtue of a deity to forgive. So I got kind of, or humility, for that matter. Yeah, so I got kind of thrown off. So.
All right. Well, in either case, you're both going through the next question. So the correct... Excuse me if I remember to drop the music down. The correct answer is A, forgiveness. So it's a good thing you didn't stick on spirituality. In any event, you're both going through the next question, but now, Ananda, you just have 4 medals left. Dango, you have 5. Here's your next question. If I remember to put the music up this time.
Have I got 4 medals? It looks like I've got 3.
You get the one that you placed on the correct answer back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
like
okay,
so.
We're not used to that.
Let's see how much you watch my streams. The Pandora Directive was developed by what company? A, AdventureSoft, B, Attic Entertainment Software, C, Atlas, or D, Access Software. Please place your medals now. Kilgore Trout is just smacking his head. I think that's 3 in a row he knew the answer to.
If we just swap rounds and I was in Kilgore's one and he was in my one, I would have had exactly the same chances I had on these questions. Although as a team, we would have progressed further without the use of all these medals.
Yeah. You're still in the game, and that's the important part.
Yeah, I've got really sweaty palms.
We're gonna use the yellow strat. YOLO.
Dango just straight up YOLO'd and locked in.
I'm terrible with developer names. Awful. When I think of Atlas, I think of Persona. And that's it.
And Ananda has locked in. Alright. Well, I can reveal that we're going to have another question. Because you both placed all 4 once again. Although, Ananda, you were really close to taking a chip away from Access Software. Any particular reason for that, or?
I didn't think it was correct. I don't know why.
I mean, you come right down to it. That's basically how to play the game.
That's how good it worked, but
All right. Well,
I wasn't confident.
It doesn't really matter what the answer is because you're both going to go through anyway. But I will tell you that if I remember to take the music down, the correct answer is D. Access Software. You came very close to knocking yourself out, and then at the last second, you decided to put it down. Well,
Playing it safe.
now we're really down to the nitty-gritty. Ananda has just 1 medal left. Dango has 2. Neither one of you can cover all 4 answers.
You mean we have to answer now?
Yeah, you gotta answer now. Well, Dango, you at least got a 50-50 shot if it comes down to it. Here is your next question. Deadly Premonition involves a string of gruesome murders in what sleepy, fictional Washington town? A. Storybrooke, B. Roseport, C. Royston Cove, or D. Greenvale? Place your medals now.
Okay.
What sleepy, fictional Washington town?
There you go.
Ananda has locked in.
If my heart jumps through the screen, I'm sorry.
The tension.
Dango has locked in. I just didn't hear the noise. That's okay. All right, so you both locked in. And believe it or not, this game could continue. You both picked Greenvale. Any particular reason behind Greenvale, Ananda? Was that just speaking to you?
I didn't think it was Roseport. It was elimination. I didn't think it was Roseport because Washington isn't next to a port, as far as I'm aware. I don't know my US geography as much as the same with Cove. I thought possibly Storybrooke, but I went for Greenvale.
And Dango, same reasoning, more or less?
Well, Storybrooke sounds fictional. And this is fictional sleepy Washington town. Greenville sounds boring.
All right. Well, if the answer's A, Dango has won. If the answer is B or C, we go to sudden death. If the answer is D, we carry on, and each of you has just 1 medal left. The correct answer is D, Greenvale. Ananda is still in it with just 1 medal to her name.
I'm just going to change this.
It is down to the wire. 1 medal each. We need to carry on. This is taking longer than expected.
I told you. She calls herself
you guys are playing like champs. Here is your next question. Mirror's Edge protagonist Faith has what last name? A. Connors, B. Williams, C. Browning, or D. Miller? Place your medal now.
See, now I want to play this, so I've avoided spoilers like the plague.
I've seen this, but my memory is about 2.5 seconds long.
Like a goldfish?
Yes, I remember her first name.
Well, if their first name's in the question, I would hope you know her first name.
Well, I mean, it's useless knowledge. The the part I remember is the part I don't need.
There's no such thing as useless knowledge. Think it over.
God.
Think it over. Take your time. There's no rush. Ananda has locked in.
That's what I'm going for.
Dango is using her Jedi mind powers.
Am I glaring again?
If you stare at the screen hard enough, the right answer might appear to you.
Let me try. It's not working.
All right.
Okay.
And Dango has locked in. All right. Well, we know that you each only have one medal. Do you think you placed it on the same answer?
I don't know.
Well, let me show you. You did not. One way or another, this showdown ends here. Dango placed on A, Ananda placed on C. Anything drawing either of you to either... Well, let me ask one at a time. Ananda, did any reason you picked Browning, or did it just sound right?
It's, the reason I picked Browning was out of the 4 answers, it seemed like the least common name. That was my reasoning.
And Dango, why did you pick Connors?
Oddly enough, the same reason. I've met quite a few Brownings. Not so many Connors with an S.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we know if the answer is A, Dango has won. If the answer is B or D, we go to sudden death. And if the answer is C, Ananda has won. The correct answer is A, Connors.
GG, Dango.
Dango has done it again. Down to the wire. Down to the wire, she's done it. Well done, Dango. That was an endurance match. You guys really slugged it out. But Ananda, you played brilliantly. You got through the last question with just the one chip.
Skin of the teeth.
I thought for sure you were going all the way, but you've taken your first elimination, but you're not out of the tournament yet. You'll go down and join Kilgore Trout and Dan Van Dam and the Crocs in the losers bracket, and we'll see you again.
Thank you so much.
No, well done. In fact, Ananda, I might need you back right away, so maybe don't go anywhere. Let me check the bracket. Dango, Dango, you're done. You're going on to the semifinal. You're actually going to face Frazwar to see who gets into the final. So that's going to be a team. That's going to be a team-on-team match. That's going to be a RageQuit rage match, and I'm looking forward to it. But in any event, let's have a look at the bracket. And Dango, you can leave Discord and you can close the player webpage. Ananda, you can also close the player webpage, please. All right. So, of the two of you, Dango Kitty has won and goes on to the semifinals where she'll meet Frazwar. In the meanwhile, it is now time to start the losers bracket, which begins with Ananda and Dan Van Dam. Ananda's already here, so Dan Van Dam, if you could join the Discord with video and audio, please. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'll need. So jump on in. We're ready to go to fix up this losers bracket. And unfortunately, at this point, somebody will be eliminated. Dan Van Dam, I see you. Can I hear you?
Hello.
There he is. Yeah, I can hear you. Excellent. All right. Well, I'll just bring the showdown back up and I know what happened. Slight glitch in the matrix. Okay, there we go. So we'll just bounce back and forth and that should fix it. Or not. It did not fix it. It does not like me. Let's try again. Yeah, somebody is still in the session. Ananda, did you close your player webpage, please?
I closed the browser, yeah.
Okay, and everybody else did as well. Nobody else is in it that shouldn't be in it. I'm getting an error joining session. That is a problem. If the observer doesn't work, I do have a backup option. It's not great, but it will work. Nope, I can't join the session. Can both of you open your player web pages for me? Just doesn't matter which order. I'm just gonna start the game and reset it immediately.
Okay.
So just put in whatever name you want, and the session is still 1. Okay, Ananda's in. And... okay, cool. Alright, so I'll reset, and then both of you could please close out of your player web pages for me, and we'll see if it works. Nope, error joining session. Dizzy, technical help. The observer is refusing to join. That's irritating.
Technical issues happen. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think I might know what is causing it. I might be able to fix it myself. Yeah, I'm gonna try just renaming the username of the observer because it might have gotten duplicated. Nope. Nope, the observer cannot join at all. That is not good. That will have completely broken the game. Oh no. Yeah, I can't do it in a web page, and I can't do it. I'm probably gonna have to refresh the let me see if Dizzy's been contacting me. For the future, we should probably compute. Oh, no, don't need that. It's not working because of 6. Every time you switch to the scene, it started a new observer. Okay, so now we need to reset, which will forget all asked questions. All right, so we're going to have to wind up skipping questions that have already been asked. So I apologize, everybody. But it looks like there's no way around it. So I will restart. We're going to do a new session, which unfortunately reset means we don't keep track of the questions that have already been asked. So, but fingers crossed this should work.
I think Discord's visible on stream at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Sorry about that. Technical issues, just trying to get to the bottom of it, but it's working now. All right, so if we see a question that we've already seen, I'll just tell you which answer to place your medal on. You'll both get it right, and we'll move on to the next one. Because we haven't done so many questions that it's going to be a problem, but in any event.
Or a memory test.
Yeah. So welcome back, Dan Van Dam. Ananda, you didn't really go anywhere. Didn't really go anywhere. You've just always been here. Dan Van Dam is back after that unfortunate loss in the first round. But now that you've seen the game played a little bit more, Dan, I'm assuming you have a firmer grasp of how the game is played, and I'm guessing you will have adjusted your strategy to match, right?
Yep. Save as much coin as humanly possible.
Yeah, and you might have your hands full. Ananda took it all the way down to the wire in her last game, so this might be a toughie. But all right, so now that everything's working again, would you do me a favor, Ananda, and open the player webpage, and this time put in session ID 2, please.
Ooh, exciting stuff. Right, hang on.
Dizzy's asking me to do a small change to the OBS to keep this from happening again, which means I'm going to open up Discord, which means it's going to appear again. Dizzy, damn it. This isn't helping. Anyway, I'll let him pass that on to me in between showdowns. We'll figure it out. Okay, so Ananda's in. Dan Van Dam, if you'd please join as well.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, I can make that change. That's not hard.
2.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just muting my mic while I open my drink. Bear with.
Okay. Very good. All right, everybody looks like they're all set. Unfortunately, the loser of this match is out of the tournament for good. You've both already taken one elimination. But maybe that's a relief. Maybe it's a bit more stressful than you expected. Who knows? But all the same, I hope you've enjoyed your time here, and I hope you enjoyed the game. But let's get to it. Ananda, Dan Van Dam. Here's your first question. That's one we've already seen. Deadly Premonition.
That one.
If you could both put a chip on Greenvale and lock in, that would be great. Hooray!
I mean, unless you put that one wrong, that would be really bad, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would have been really bad. Yeah, please don't get the question wrong when I tell you what the answer is. Hey, we've seen this one again too. The correct answer is the campaigner. Please put a chip on D and lock in. Thank you. Correct. Next question. Okay, here's one we haven't seen. Phantasmagoria begins with the protagonist moving into a home previously owned by what murderous magician? A. Zoltan, B. Abanazar, C. Necra, or D. Carno, and please wait until I finish reading the answers. Dan Van Dam locked in unbelievably quickly.
It's like I know the answer, kinda.
That makes me rather nervous. Okay. Well, if Dan Van Dam's already answered, I can kind of talk you through my process. I've heard of Zoltan and Abanazar as magicians. I've not heard of Necra or Carno. However, they sound plausible. I don't want to fail out in the first round. I'm gonna play it safe.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that Dan Van Dam also played it safe. He just immediately decided he had no clue, no chance of eliminating anything. He's just like, I'm gonna put all 4 down. Now, Ananda, it sounded like you were leaning towards C or D.
No, I was leaning towards A or B.
Oh, you were leaning because you'd heard of them. You assumed they must have been right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, because I know I've heard of Zoltan and Abanazar as in that kind of vein, but I haven't played or seen the game, so I played it safe.
Well, you both played it safe, so no matter what, you're both going through to the next round with 7 chips. So I may as well reveal to you that the correct answer actually is D, Carno. It's a very good thing that you didn't stick with A and B. Anyway, you're both still in. You're both down to 7 medals. Here is your next question. Star Wars Rebel Assault 2 revolves around the Empire developing what technology? A sun-destroying torpedo, B. Cloaked starfighters, C. Nanotech bioweapons, or D. AI-controlled starfighters. Please place your medals now.
Again, it's going to be pure guesswork.
Dan Van Dam has locked in. Dizzy Play says it's AI-controlled, cloaked, sun-destroying nanotech torpedoes.
I would just quit being a rebel at that point.
Yep, we're not going to win. Forget it. Forget it. We're done.
The Emperor got his stuff together. I'm out.
Ananda has locked in. All right. Well, it could be over. Here's the answers you both picked. Dan Van Dam once again went completely safe. But Ananda, you left off A entirely, and you left off D until the last second. Why?
My theory was the Empire doesn't really give a shit about their pilots, so why would it need AI-controlled starfighters? But it's plausible. I didn't go for the sun-destroying torpedo because that's kind of what the Death Star does. The cloaked starfighters would be useful. I've not heard of the Empire using biotech weapons, but again, plausible, so hence my choices.
Okay. Well, if the answer is A, Dan Van Dam has won his first victory in Showdown. If the answer is anything else, we carry on, and Ananda has a 1 medal lead. The correct answer is B, cloaked starfighters. Yeah, all the rest I got from other franchises. The sun-destroying torpedo is a thing from Star Trek. Nanotech bioweapons is from Wing Commander. And I think I just came up with AI-controlled starfighters, to be honest. Anyway, well done. Ananda now has 5 medals, but Dan Van Dam only has 4. Here is your next question. Which GOG game is a direct sequel to a PlayStation 1 game? A, Fallout 3, B, Gorky 17, C, Fear Effect Sedna, or D, In Cold Blood? Dan Van Dam has locked in.
I had a first instinct, but my instincts aren't always correct. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. Well, I can reveal that one of you placed all 4 chips, and the other placed only 1. Ananda, is that where your gut was telling you?
I was leaning more towards Fallout 3, to be honest.
Dan Van Dam, you locked in pretty quickly and only put 1 medal down on Fear Effect Sedna. Do you just know the answer, or was this a calculated guess?
Fear Effect, there was 1 and 2, and then I can't remember if there was a sequel beyond that, but I do remember 1 and 2, and I played a bit of 2 more than 1.
All right.
That was mostly it.
Well, if you're right, and the answer is C, we carry on, and Ananda only has 2 chips to your 4. Otherwise, any other answer, and Ananda's the winner. The correct answer is C, Fear Effect Sedna. Exactly,
Well played.
exactly right, Dan Van Dam. Exactly right. All right, so let's move on to your next question. As I said, Ananda, you have 2 medals remaining. Dan Van Dam, you have all 4. You can cover all 4 answers, but Ananda, you can only cover half of them.
No pressure.
Here is your next question. Crisis takes place in what country? A, Vietnam, B, Cambodia, C, Indonesia, or D, North Korea? Please place your answers now.
You can almost hear the cogs going around in my brain, can't you?
Dan Van Dam has locked in. Ananda has locked in. Dan, you locked in pretty quickly. Are you pretty confident about this one?
I would say yes, because I was literally playing the game in my head for a couple moments, which I got killed a couple times and I was cussing, but for the most part, I was sitting there playing back the scenery in my brain. I was like, okay, there was at least 2 that made sense, but then I played it safe too.
Well, let's see how safe you played it. Ananda placed A and B. Dan Van Dam, you placed A, B, and C. You had all 4 medals. Why did you leave North Korea uncovered?
Well, because I believe that North Korea wasn't really equated. It was more like a Vietnamese atmosphere. And then Cambodia was also made more sense too originally.
Okay.
Indonesia, I couldn't remember. I was like, so I was like, that probably is the answer.
Well, I'll run it down. If the answer is A or B, we carry on, and Ananda will have just one chip left, but Dan Van Dam will be down to 2. If the answer is C, Dan Van Dam has won. If the answer is D, we go to sudden death. The correct answer is
Oh my gosh.
D, North Korea. So the fact that both of you missed the question means we now go to sudden death. Things are going to change slightly.
It's gonna be tense.
I'm giving you 4 tokens each. You'll be able to use these on all the questions from here on out. However, from this point forward, the player who wins will be the player who gets the correct answer using the fewest number of chips. So the goal is to eliminate as many. If you don't know the answer, eliminate as many answers as you feel you can. But you got to be careful, because if you get it wrong, your opponent can put down all 4 and still win. Here's your first sudden death question. As soon as I put the music back on. Excuse me. I keep forgetting to... I wish I had somebody to run my music for me. Here is your first sudden death question. Nope, that's one we've already seen. Can you each put a chip on A, Connors, and we'll just get past this?
Okay.
Thank you. That was a question we've already had, so let's move on. That's another question we've already had. The correct answer is C. Can you please put a chip on C, each of you, and lock in? Boy, that game is just rubbing salt in that wound, isn't it, Dan Van Dam? Sorry about that.
It was a kick in the groin.
Sorry about that. Let's move on. Here, hopefully, is your real first sudden death question. Here is one. Which of the following is not a possible background for the player to choose for the protagonist in Unavowed? A, an actor, B, a cop, C, a bartender, or D, a rabbi? Please place your medals now. Remember, it's the player who gets the correct answer with the fewest number of chips.
This is a game that Pi recommended to me, so it's on my list. I have it, but again, no spoilers. So I've not played it yet.
Dan Van Dam has locked in. All right, Ananda has locked in. There are 4 chips in total on the table. None of them are on the same answers. So we have a definitive winner here. If the answer is A or C, Ananda has won. If the answer, oh my God, Jesse Cox just raided the stream with a party of 1,000 people.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome to the game
Welcome
show.
back,
Thanks for
Jesse.
coming.
Welcome on in.
So as I was saying, if the answer is A or C, Ananda, you have won. If the answer is B or D, Dan Van Dam, you have won. Either way, one of you is going to move on and the other is leaving the tournament. The correct answer is D, a rabbi.
GG, Dan Van Dam. It
So,
was valiantly fought.
so sorry, Ananda. Well played. Dan Van Dam is virtually shaking your hand. You both played an excellent game. That came down to the wire. To the wire. I'm just so impressed. Well done, both of you. But sadly, Ananda, that's the end for you, I'm afraid.
Thank you
I hope
so
you had a
much for
really
having
good
me involved.
time. I hope you enjoyed
I had a
yourself.
brilliant time. Yes, thank you so much. It's been an absolute blast, and good luck to everybody else, particularly Kilgore, and the rest of Team HeadDesk. But thank you so much, guys. And it's been a blast all weekend. So thank you.
Ananda, you played 2 really excellent games, both of which came down to the wire. You have nothing to be ashamed about whatsoever. Thank you so much for being part of this tournament and making it so exciting.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Good luck, everyone else.
Dan Van Dam, you are moving on. So if you would both please leave the Discord, I will go ahead and update the tournament bracket. Dan Van Dam is moving on and is still part of the losers bracket. He will face off against the winner of our next losers bracket game. It's Kilgore Trout and the Crocs. So if each of you could please join the Discord with video and audio, please. We will get straight to our next game. And Nanda and Dan Van Dam, if you'd be so good as to close the player web pages, that would be appreciated as well.
Hooah!
There he is.
Here is I.
There's the Kilgore. We're still looking for the Crocs. There's the Crocs. I think they're both here. Excellent.
And I actually know the rules this time.
All right. Well, you both saw what just happened. It's the same thing with the both of you. You've both taken 1 elimination, so 1 more and you're out of the tournament for good. The other will be going on to face Dan Van Dam and try and get up to that final. So I'm going to ask you both, starting with Kilgore Trout, if you would please open up the player webpage, and this time put in session ID 2.
Okie doke.
All right, and now the Crocs, if you'd be so good as to do the same. I don't even need to tell him. He knows what he's doing.
Sure hope so.
All right. There we are. Okay, all set to begin.
Yep. Here
So-
ends the softball question.
you poor... I felt so bad because you knew medals. And here's your first question. This game title is correct. A. King's Quest 3, To Err is Human. B. King's Quest 5, Air Today, Gone 6, The Princeless Bride. Or D. King's Quest 7, Mask of Eternity. Place your medals now. Some very solid thinking going on with both players. Some hemming and hawing from Kilgore.
Good question there. I know they have like nice plays on words with their titles.
Yeah, it's a question, well, which one is which?
Exactly. That's the thing.
Remember, if you don't know, it is safer to cover everything that you're not sure of, and Kilgore Trout has locked in. So the Crocs, we are just waiting on you. The Crocs has locked in.
See, I think I know, but I...
Me too.
I think the Crocs thought he knew too. Allow me to reveal and then I'll explain. Here's where your answers are. The only one Kilgore Trout didn't cover was B, but that's the only one the Crocs had covered for the longest time. He only put the other 3 medals down at the very end. Why were you so sure it was Air Today, Gone Tomorrow for King's Quest 5?
Well, you know, I have to be honest here. I did not. Well, no, I actually did play one of. No, that was King's Bounty, not King's Quest. I did not play any of the King's Quest game, but I saw them the store page ones, and I think it said Air Today, Gone Tomorrow. So that was like, it's probably that, but I wasn't sure.
Alright, well, as it plays out, if the answer is B, the Crocs has won.
And it's really sad if it is B, because I have the box right over there. and it very well could be.
I'm surprised you didn't just get up and go look. But
No.
I'm also glad you didn't, because that would be sort of cheating. Anyway. So, if the answer is B, the Crocs is 1. If the answer is anything else, we carry on, and Kilgore has taken a 1 medal lead. The correct answer is A, King's Quest 3, To Err is Human. Kilgore, you're nodding your head.
Yeah, because I think 5 is it's like absence makes the heart go yonder or something like that.
Yep, that's correct. Err Today, Gone Tomorrow, I believe, is King's Quest 4.
Yeah.
And The Princeless Bride is, I'm not sure which one, that might be
And Mask of
7.
Eternity is 8,
Mask
right?
of Eternity is 8, yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't sure. I said A and C, and then I was thinking, well, is Mask of Eternity 8 or 7? I don't know.
All right. Well, we're going to carry on. Kilgore Trout has 8 medals. The Crocs has 7. Gentlemen, here's your next question. As soon as I put the music back on. Which King of Fighters game is not available on GOG? A, King of Fighters 2000. B, King of Fighters 2002. C, King of Fighters 13, or D, King of Fighters 14. Please place your answers now. We got a high number of viewers, says Centeria. That makes me happy. I hope you all are enjoying this. We put a lot of work into this.
It's like no pressure at all, right?
Yeah. Yep, no pressure. No pressure.
It's like if we load one of those.
Nope. I don't know if I said it, but Kilgore Trout has locked in.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the same.
And the Crocs has locked in. Alright. So, we got kind of a mirror image of the last question. Kilgore Trout put all 4 answers down, and the Crocs left one off. Why did you leave off King of Fighters 2002?
Because I own it.
That's the one he was sure of.
Yes.
And I know there was a recent one, if it was 15 or 14, I can't remember.
Yeah. Alright. Well, gentlemen, so again, if the answer is B, then Kilgore Trout has won. If not, then the Crocs just tied the medal points, how many medals you each have. It's back to a tie. Let's find out. The correct answer is C, King of Fighters 13. 14 was recently made available, but 13 still is not on GOG. Hopefully someday, fingers crossed. Because they're all excellent games. Anyway, that's just, never mind my editorializing. So, both of you have 5 medals left. It's all tied up. Gentlemen, here is your next question. Syndicate Plus includes an expansion called... You're not even going to wait. In future, please let me read all the answers before you lock in. You can place chips while I'm talking.
Pardon me.
You can keep placing chips while I'm talking, but please wait for locking in until I'm done, at least.
Okay.
Syndicate Plus includes an expansion called what? A, Burial at Sea, B, Apex, C, American Revolt, or D, Frozen Assets. The Crocs. I wonder if Kilgore Trout knows this one.
Pardon.
No apologies, my friend. It was really entertaining. All right.
Okay.
The Crocs has locked in. Kilgore, you seemed really sure.
Yeah.
You locked in so fast I didn't even finish reading the question.
I have a sealed copy of the box.
Oh wow. Wow. The Crocs might be on the back foot here. The Crocs, you probably want your chips to be in the same place as his, right?
There's a good chance that's probably what I want, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I can reveal they are not. So Kilgore seems really certain that it's American Revolt, and if he's right, he has just won this showdown, and the Crocs, you are out. On the other hand, if the answer is B or D, the Crocs has won and Kilgore's out. If the answer is A, which nobody picked, we go to sudden death. The correct answer is C, American Revolt. He knew it. He had it.
I don't think I could even finish the first level of that.
He had
expansion.
it. He had it dead to rights and just snapped it up the instant he saw it.
Yep.
So sorry, the Crocs. After all the work you put in to make this happen, I genuinely wish you'd survived longer. But as it is, that's it.
You can't have everything, right?
No, but you did great.
But awesome job on the
Yeah.
on the whole program too.
Yeah,
The whole all
absolutely.
of the stuff the work you did.
And by the way, for you and Ananda, anyone else who gets eliminated, we're definitely going to do this again. Like, this seems to be a hit amongst chat. They seem to be really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know about the two of you, but this has been going really well. And a huge part of the reason that it's been going so well is because of the Crocs and Dizzy putting in so much time.
Yep.
So thank you one more time from the bottom of my heart, and I sincerely owe you both. But I'm
Absolutely.
afraid that for the time being, we do have to say goodbye. Thanks again, the Crocs. You want to tell just everyone where to find you? They can just everybody follow the Crocs. Just do it. Just follow the Crocs right now. There's how many people watching this? Go follow him, please, immediately, right now.
Oh,
He's a great
let
dude.
it be an
Great
immense
dude.
boost.
Thank you so much again. And Kilgore, you can actually hang around because your next showdown is coming right up. You are facing
Okay.
Dan Van Dam to see who goes
Okay.
on from the losers bracket. But the Crocs,
I don't need to close up.
no,
I don't need to close anything.
you can close the player webpage. I'll ask you to
There you
open it
go.
back
So-
up in a minute.
So, I gotta say, best of luck to you, even if you're on a different team. And I'm looking forward to see how this unfolds.
Okay.
It's been a really fantastic tournament so far. And speaking of which, if we have time, I was going to do it in the middle if we were at this point at around the hour mark, but we're at an hour and a half. So I'm gonna push the Jesse Cox challenge showdown to the end of the stream if he doesn't mind. I hope he doesn't mind. If he is still watching. Because I want to make sure we have time to get the entire tournament in. So Kilgore Trout won that. He advances on to the losers bracket round 2, and he will now face off against Dan Van Dam. Dan Van Dam, if you'd be so good as to rejoin us in Discord with video and audio. I can actually just kind of slide this over. There we go. And I can even make it. I can even make it bigger because that first round is entirely done. We'll pass on that. All right, and the rest of the tournament can look like that. Very good. So Dan Van Dam and Kilgore Trout, are you both back? Let me just double check. Yep, there you are.
Yep.
And I can hear you. Perfect. Excellent. Exactly what I needed. And I'll just bring that back up and the chat back up so I can see everything that's going on in chat, although I'm having my hands full as it is at the moment, so I apologize if you asked me something and I haven't gotten around to saying anything. It's a lot to run all this. Like I said, it's a lot.
It is.
Anyway, it's going really well, so I can't really complain. All right, so gentlemen, welcome back. Your icons are perfectly correct. That's beautiful. I'm glad the way that worked out. All right, so this is once again, this is it. You're both at one elimination, one more elimination. Either one of you could be out, but one of you is going on to the semifinals. You will face off against whoever loses between Frassoir and Dango Kitty to see who goes on to the finals. So here we go. The last survivor of HeadDesk and the last survivor of TableFlip. Kilgore, is something wrong?
Well, do we start at the page now? The player page?
Kilgore, you're going to be the first to open the player page, please.
There we go, yeah.
And the session number is 2. Okay, and Dan Van Dam, you may now do the same. Ready, Set, Indie Games is cheering you on, Dan. There's a bunch of people cheering on Kilgore as well. All right, you're both in. We're just about ready to go. I'm going to start up the music. And, gentlemen, here is your first... Oh, hang on. Here is your first question. Which of the following is not
go ahead.
a playable character in the Witcher adventure game? A. Zoltan, B. Dandelion, C. Geralt, or D. Triss? Please place your medals now. Kilgore has locked in. Dan Van Dam is locked in. Neither one of you is messing around. Kilgore, you think Dan Van Dam knows it?
I would think so, yeah.
Dan, you think Kilgore knows it?
He does.
Well, I can reveal that you both played very differently. Kilgore only placed on Zoltan, whereas Dan Van Dam placed on all four. Kilgore,
Well, the other three are characters. The other three are characters in The Witcher. So,
well,
I assume they're in the game.
I hate to break it to you, but so is Zoltan.
Oh, well, there you go.
You might
My
be
brain
you
just-
might be in trouble.
Oh, maybe. I
If
thought
it's
Zoltan was the thing in Big.
if it's A, we carry on, and Kilgore keeps a commanding medal lead of 10-7. If it's anything else, Dan Van Dam has won, and Kilgore's out. The correct answer is A, Zoltan. He is a character in the Witcher series, and he appears in The Witcher 1, 2, and 3. However, the playable character in the Witcher adventure game is another dwarf, whose name escapes me.
Vesemir.
Can't think of it off the top of my head. It's another dwarf anyway. It's not Zoltan. So well done. Congratulations, Kilgore. You have all 10 medals remaining. Dan, you are down to 7. Gentlemen, here is your next question. Played by Jack Black, the protagonist of Brutal Legend is a roadie named what? A. Lemmy Osborne, B. Davy Coulter, C. Jimmy Grinder, or D. Eddie Riggs? Please place your answers now. Dan Van Dam has locked in.
I think I know, but there we go.
All right. Well, I can reveal that again you played very differently. The advantage may have swum back the other way this time. Dan Van Dam, you only played Eddie Riggs. Is that the same one that you thought it might be, Kilgore Trout?
Yes. Yeah. I wasn't positive, so I took, and then I knew it wasn't Lemmy Osborne because they're both in the game.
All right.
That is.
Well, if it's D, we carry on, and Dan Van Dam has tightened things up. If it's B or C, Kilgore Trout has won, and if it's A, we go to sudden death. The correct answer is D, Eddie Riggs.
Yep.
Exactly right. Exactly right. There was no doubt in Dan Van Dam's mind. He had that chip down from the second the question came up.
Because I remember playing it.
He thoughtfully didn't lock in until I was done reading the answers.
I was a proper lady this time.
Well, thank you for your uncommonly good manners. All right, let's carry on. Kilgore Trout has 8 medals remaining, and Dan Van Dam still has 7. Here's your next question. Oh, this is one we've had before, so I'm going to need you guys to put in the C is the correct answer. Please place the chip on C and lock in. Okay. Sorry about that.
That one.
For anyone who's just catching us, we played a bunch of questions and then had an issue which reloaded all the questions, so unfortunately we are getting some repeats. So whenever this happens, they both put in the correct answer, and we carry on. Here we go. What is the name of the young boy protagonist of Limbo? A. Void, B. The Unknown, C. He has no name, or D. Chris? Please place your answers now. Dan Van Dam has locked in. Kilgore has
I love
locked
this
in.
game. I love this game. I played it.
Oh, then you should have a reasonably good idea of what the answer is, right?
Well, no.
As I can reveal, no, he really didn't know. He put all 4 chips down, but Dan Van Dam, you only placed 2. Why did you leave Void and Chris uncovered?
Because I remember, at least vaguely remembering, there was like, they didn't really mention it. At least I don't think. Like, I was going to lean towards D, but then I was like, it really didn't say it. They just throw you in the game and say, have at it, bro. And I'm like,
See, I was thinking C because I don't remember there being a name, but there very well could have been, and so I didn't want to take a chance.
All right. Well, once again, if the answer is A or D, then Kilgore has won. If the answer is B or C, we carry on, and the medal lead has swung back to Dan Van Dam. He will have 1 more medal than Kilgore does. The correct answer is C. He does not have a name.
Didn't think so.
A little bit of a trick question there, but better safe than sorry, and you are still in the game. Kilgore Trout, you have 5 medals, but Dan Van Dam, you have 6. Gentlemen, here is your next question. In the 11th hour, which character is in a wheelchair? A. Samantha, B. Elaine, C. Marie, or D. Robin? Please place your medals now. Dan Van Dam has locked in. Kilgore Trout has locked in. That was quick. You guys are moving this right along. I appreciate that. To be fair, I'm going to give you as much time as you need, but I appreciate that you guys have been speeding things up. Because I want to get Jesse Cox in here. It's going to be a good time. All right. So, I can now reveal, here's the way the answer's laid out. Kilgore once again had absolutely no idea, but Dan Van Dam, you narrowed it down to Elaine and Robin. Why?
Robin, I remember, I think might be on the PDA device, I think. And then Elaine sounded like it too, but then Samantha and Mary was like, I remember them somewhere, probably the cafe or something, but I couldn't remember. But I do remember Robin definitively.
And if I was to guess, I would have said Samantha.
Oh, that's interesting.
But again, I'm very vague about this particular game.
Well,
I don't think I even finished it.
You might have just made Dan Van Dam nervous, because if the answer is A, or C for that matter, he is out of the tournament and Kilgore has won his 2nd game. If the answer is B or D, we carry on and Dan Van Dam takes a commanding medal lead over Kilgore. Here we go, gentlemen. The correct answer is A. Samantha.
Congrats, Kilgore.
Again, I didn't want to take the chance because I wasn't positive.
Dan Van Dam, I am so sorry. Robin is the news reporter who the main character is trying to rescue, but she is not in a wheelchair. Elaine is from the diner and has her hand was replaced by a prosthetic one. And Marie is just Stauf's evil daughter. But Samantha lost the use of her legs and is in a wheelchair throughout the game. I apologize. I hope you had a great time. This was a way more exciting game than your first one. It was over in one quick. You have more than redeemed yourself from that first game, sir. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you're proud of how you played, because you really did an excellent job, sir. And I really appreciate you coming to be in the tournament with us.
Thank you, Dan.
Pleasure's all mine. Pleasure's all mine.
And we will be doing this again. I guarantee we will be doing this again. So we'd love to have you back. He is shaking your hand virtually, Kilgore. Again.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, man. All right. In the meanwhile, thank you so much. But Dan Van Dam, you have been eliminated. But Kilgore, you're going to move on. So, gentlemen, if you could please both leave the Discord and close your player page, please, for me. And I will advance the tournament bracket. Kilgore Trout has survived yet again in the losers bracket and moves on to losers round 3, where he will be met by one of the players from our next match, Frazwar and Dango Kitty. If you two could do me a favor and please rejoin the Discord with video and audio. And once they have, we'll get started. There's a Dango. Hello.
Hi.
And I believe we're getting Frazwar. There he is.
What up?
And I can
What
hear
up?
him perfectly. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Wow, this has been a wild ride. I can't tell you, as a member of RageQuit, how pleased I am that it's you two in the winners bracket semifinals. And yeah, this is super exciting. Unfortunately, we have to set the two of you against each other. I wish it didn't have to be that way, but there can be only one winner, one person winner. But both of you have done RageQuit really proud. I'll tell the world.
Good. Feel good.
Yeah.
Let's go team mediocrity.
Hey, if we can avoid beating mediocrity for this one, I'd appreciate it. But you guys are killing it, so there's no mediocrity here. But this should be a really good game, I think. All right, I think I'm all set. So Frazwar, if you could please open the player webpage and put in your name and session number 2, please.
Oh, I gotta scroll up for this one. Where is it? There you are. And 2, did you say?
Session number 2, please.
I should be in, I do believe. Yes.
All right, you are in. Dango, if you'd be so kind as to open the player webpage and put in session number 2, we'll get started. All right.
Okay.
There you are. You're here. We're ready to go. So neither of you have taken a loss yet. So even if one of you loses, you're going to go down to the losers bracket and face Kilgore Trout and have another chance to come back to the
Feels
final.
good, man.
But
I don't
one
know
of
if it's
you,
before.
but one of you is going to the final and will have to be beaten twice in order to lose. So whoever goes on to the final is going to have an advantage over whoever comes from the losers bracket. So either way, you want to win this one. But if you don't, you're still in it. So keep that in mind. Let's get started. Here is your first question. Which of the following is not a subtitle of a Quest for Glory game? A. Dragonfire, B. Mark of Chaos, C. Shadows of Darkness, or D. Wages of War? Please place your medals now. Remember, it's which is not a subtitle of a Quest for Glory game.
I don't know why I'm nervous, because I know, it's going to be a RageQuit final. So,
Yeah, no matter what, RageQuit is in the final and has guaranteed a silver medal at least.
Aaron's too good at creating mood. That's what that is.
Well, you both have locked in almost at the exact same time. Yeah.
RageQuit is that in sync.
Yeah.
This
So,
as a team.
so do you think you will have played the same way?
Yes.
You
Possibly.
think you played the same way? All
I'm just going with confidence. Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know how much confidence you can show because you really didn't know the answer, did you, Frazwar?
That's a core tenet of me. Fake it until I make it.
Well, the good news is you're going through no matter what. But Dango, you left off Mark of Chaos and Wages of War. Any reason why you left those off?
Because I figured I wanted to play a little more offensively for one, and not so much defensively. Also, when I think of Quest for Glory, I think Chaos, War. Shadows of Darkness and Dragonfire didn't quite sound like a Quest for Glory to me, so that's what I went with. It's probably wrong. But we'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see. So I'll just lay it out. If the answer is A or C, we carry on. And Dango has taken a 2-medal lead over Frazwar.
Good luck to you, Dango.
If it's B or D, Frazwar has won and is going straight to the final. The correct answer is B, Mark of Chaos. I'm so sorry, Dango. All the others are Quest for Glory games.
I don't know why, but right when you started to say the answer is, my eyes locked on B, and I was like, "It's B, isn't it?" It's
B. See, your Jedi mind powers kicked in just a little too late.
I said I didn't want to go against Kilgore. Now I'm going against Cold Kilgore.
Well, I mean, here's the really good news. You're not really going anywhere. In fact, I'm going to have you stick around because the very next match is you and Kilgore. So you're going to stay in. But Frazwar, you're going straight to the final, and you're going to have to be beaten twice in a row in order for someone to take the trophy from you. Well done. Sometimes it is all about just knowing that you don't know. So yeah, it is what it is.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that my matches keep on finishing really quickly. I don't know if that says anything about me and finishing quickly.
Well, I'm not going to touch that with anybody's poll. All right, so Dango, if you'd be so good as to stick around, and Frazwar, you can leave the Discord and close the player webpage. And Dango, if you'd close your player webpage as well, I will go ahead and I will update the bracket. Well, Frazwar goes on to the final all by his lonesome, and meanwhile, Dango Kitty is in the losers bracket, having taken her first loss, but she's not out of it yet. Now she has to face what she was afraid of facing. Kilgore Trout in the losers bracket. Kilgore Trout, if you'd be kind enough to join us in the Discord using audio and video, please. I hear you. I do not see you.
Oh, I need to click the video button, I guess.
That would help.
There we go.
That would help. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, well done.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, so here we are in the losers bracket. Kilgore Trout making a triumphant comeback after his initial loss. Dango just having been handed her first loss, but she could still make this an all RageQuit final. Who knows? But here we go. I got to change this to Kilgore. You're HeadDesk, right? Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. HeadDesk. All right, and I'll just get that size right, and there we go. All right, so I'm just going to reset the thing, and then if you both, Dango, you closed your player webpage, right?
Correct.
Okay, now I'd like Kilgore Trout, could you open the player webpage and put in the session ID of 2, please?
Yo.
And Kilgore Trout's in. Dango, if you could please open the player webpage. And session ID is 2. Okay, we're ready to go. Let's rock and roll. The winner of this will go on to the final, and the loser is out of the tournament. Kilgore Trout, Dango, here is your first question.
Good luck, Dango.
Good luck.
In Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, the Hollywood Nosferatu chief Gary has what last name? A. Gorgeous, B. Larry, C. Golden, or D. Tongue? Dango has locked in, whip fast, but again, thankfully, waited until I was done. Thank you so much for that. I'm not intentionally rubbing it in, Kilgore Trout. I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
That's fine.
All right, so she locked in really quickly, Kilgore. You think she knows it?
Oh, perhaps. I have no idea.
Well, I'll reveal your answers to yourselves and the audience. Neither one of you had a clue. Had a single clue.
Which is really sad because I played this game, you know.
That is kind of sad. Wow. Dango was filling in all 4 answers before I even finished the question. I'm like, she's gonna do it to me again, but she was like, nope, I don't have a clue. Nope.
I kind of figured that's what she did, but I didn't want to assume it and make out that you. All
right. Well, it doesn't really matter because You're both going through to the next question anyway. You'll both lose 3 chips, but nobody's eliminated. We're going to carry on. I can reveal that the correct answer is...
See?
Exactly right, sir. Exactly right. You knew it.
Well, I sort of knew it, but
you just
again...
didn't know you knew it.
No, exactly. And I would hate to lose on a Bloodlines question, so...
Yeah. All right, well... I apologize about my microphone, chat. There seems to be a problem with it that didn't exist before. I am trying to bring my volume down without minimizing me as much as possible for the stream, so please keep me abreast of if there are more peaks and squeaks. Let's move on.
We've gotten this far with it.
Yeah, we made it this far. Let's carry on.
There you go.
Kilgore, Dango, 7 medals each. Here's your next question. Grim Dawn was developed and published by what company? A. Red Hook Studios, B. Tiny Build, C. Crate Entertainment, or D. Heart Machine? Dango has locked in again. And Kilgore locked in. You both locked in really fast.
Really fast, yeah.
Dango, you think Kilgore knows?
Possibly Kilgore. There was a reason I didn't want to go against Kilgore. So there's a good chance Kilgore knows.
Kilgore, you think Dango knows the answer?
I don't think I know the answer.
A very nice and diplomatic answer. I appreciate that.
I have a guess at it.
Oh, really? What would you have guessed if you'd guessed?
If I'd have guessed, I'd say Red Hook Studios.
All right. Well, I can reveal.
If I had guessed.
You both used a bunch of medals, but Dango left Tiny Build uncovered. Why?
Doesn't seem like a Tiny Build game.
That might be true. But let's find out. If the answer is B, Tiny Build, Kilgore, you have won and proceed to the final. If the answer is anything else, we carry on. The correct answer is C, Crate Entertainment. You just didn't know. You just had no idea.
Nope.
It's fine. It happens. Kilgore, you are down to 4 medals. Dango has a slight edge. She has 5.
I don't know a lot of things.
No, neither do I.
Likewise.
Here is your next question. In Disco Elysium, the mysterious connective tissue between landmasses where reality breaks down is called the what? A, the mist, B, the pale, C, the bright, or D, the light? I'll just talk faster. I'll just talk much faster.
I fat fingered it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's really funny. Okay, both players have locked in. I missed Kilgore's because it happened pretty close to Dango's, so I didn't hear a noise. You both locked in about the same time. Do you think you both did the same thing, Dango?
I think Kilgore played Disco Elysium. I don't remember. A lot of us played that game, and I did not because I found it long-winded. So,
and I will tell you, I did play this game. I think it's brilliant, and I'm still not positive of my answer, but I'm pretty sure I think I got it.
Oh, well, I can reveal that he did play only 1 chip on the pail. And Dango placed all 4. So if it is the mist, the bright, or the light, Dango has won and moves on to the final. Otherwise, we continue, and Kilgore takes a large chip lead. The correct answer is B, the pail. Yeah, he knew it.
It's a very, 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 very verbal game, definitely.
Yeah.
Very verbal.
But it's completely. Just one quick thing about that game. Anybody who's played it, no one else has played it the same way. It's completely different. I've seen several different people play that game, and I didn't know that happened. When did this happen? Who's it? The stories are completely different.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing.
Well, it's down to this. Kilgore has 4 medals. Dango, you only have 2. Here is your next question. Hand of Fate's primary antagonist is also the narrator, known simply as what? A. Dealer, B. Narrator, C. Nemesis, or D. Reaper. Please place your medals now. You've both locked in almost at the same time. Kilgore, do you think Dango knows it?
Honestly, no.
Dango, you think Kilgore knows it?
Possibly. He's got a lot of boxes in there.
The correct
Maybe one of
answer
them
is
has
no.
He did have he did have more chips than you as well. So
Yeah.
I can now
You can get
reveal
everything.
I can now reveal how you played your medals. It's very different. Kilgore did not have a clue. He put all 4 down, but Dango was pretty certain that it was Dealer.
So now I thought that if this is the game I'm thinking of, it's an older game, and I had assumed that maybe that Dango hadn't played it. Maybe she did, and I didn't, because I haven't played this, which is why I did all.
Hand of Fate
Yeah,
came
but-
out, I think, within the last 5 years or so. It's relatively recent.
Oh, maybe it's a totally different game than what I'm thinking then.
Well,
Must be. But anyway,
well, you're through no matter what, but if the answer is B, C, or D, then Kilgore has won. Otherwise, the advantage has swung back the other way, as Dango will have 2 medals and Kilgore will only have 1. The correct answer is A. Dealer. She was absolutely right. She knew exactly what she was talking about on that one.
perfect.
You've played that
you know
game
what?
before, haven't you, Dango?
I have.
Yeah, somebody in stream mentioned it, and
See, I'm thinking of the one I'm thinking of. There was an older game, and I don't know if it was one of the Legend of Kiriandi games that was called Hand of Fate or something like that. There was an older game called Hand of Fate, and that's the one that I was thinking of. I didn't know there was a newer one.
right. Well, it is down to the nitty gritty. Kilgore, you have 1 chip.
Yep.
Dango, you have 2. Or no, Kilgore, yeah, I think that's how it lays out. Anyway,
That sounds right.
here is your next question. Who plays Gabriel Knight in the original version of Sins of the Fathers? A. Tim Curry, B. Mark Hamill, C. Dean Erickson, or D. Michael Dorn? Please place your medals now. Kilgore shot locked in, and Dango has now locked in. Well, Kilgore, you only had 1 chip. 1 medal to your name. Did you know it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, he seems very confident. Was Dango as confident? Not quite. But you placed on Tim Curry and Mark Hamill. Why'd you leave the others off?
I don't know them.
You recognize these names, so I'm like, I'm gonna go with these names because I know them. That's fair. Well, okay, so if the answer is A, we'll carry on with yet another question, but each of you only has 1 medal left. If the answer is B, Mark Hamill, then Dango has won. If the answer is C or D, we go to sudden death. The correct answer is A. Tim Curry. Yep, you knew it dead to rights, Kilgore, didn't
Oh
you?
yeah. And Michael Dorn was in it.
Oh yeah, I picked the
He
names.
played the voodoo. He played the guy who ran the voodoo store.
I picked the names from the cast, as well as Dean Erickson actually played Gabriel Knight in the second game, but not the first
in
one.
the second game.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, that's how that lays out. Let's get to it. We are now in the purest form of the showdown. 1 chip each. Here's your next question. Soma takes place in an underwater research facility called what? A. Aquarius Reef Base, B. Proteus, C. Mana 1, or D. Pathos 2? Please place your medals now. Take your time. There's no rush. And you only get one shot at this question. Dango is locked in. Kilgore has locked in. I'm not going to beat around the bush. This showdown ends here.
Yep. I was going to pick Proteus as well.
Why?
But then
And I was going to pick Pathos too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was right off the bat. I thought Proteus and it was strong, but then I was thinking maybe that's pulling me in a direction because it's actually something from a different game, and the other one seemed right, but I'm not positive. So could very well be Proteus.
Yeah, Dango, you don't seem positive either.
No. Proteus and Pathos, both of them were really strong contenders in my head. I don't do horror games. I'm a huge chicken, okay? So I don't do those. But Soma, it seems, I don't know, something about
Plus,
those
they're both.
two.
Plus, they're both in caps, so it jumps out and grabs you by the face and pulls you in and says, you got to pick one of these two.
Yeah.
Could have done that for a reason. Like, specifically to trap somebody in that mind of thinking, but we'll see. If the answer... It couldn't be more stark. If the answer is B, then Dango Kitty has won. If the answer is D, then Kilgore Trout has won. If the answer is A or C, we go to sudden death. The correct answer is... D.
Complete luck.
Pathos
Complete
2.
luck.
Dango, I am so sorry. You have played just some amazing games, and they all seem to come right down to the wire. Unless it's against Frazwar, who just seems to win on the first question almost every time for some reason. But, oh, Dango, I hope you had fun. I really had fun having you here.
I had a blast. Thank you so much for having me.
We are doing this again,
Thank
and
you,
you are
Dango.
so totally welcome to come back and play again with us when we do this again. But I'm
Thank
sad to
you.
say for now, you are out of the tournament. But well played. You've come in third place out of all the competitors, so very well done to you.
Thank you.
But now it's time for Kilgore Trout and Frazwar to face off in the final. So
And was Proteus from a different game, right?
I think so. Aquarius Reef Base is a real underwater research facility. And I think Mana 1 is from another fiction, but it's not video games. It's from some other, from a novel or something.
Yeah, I seem to think Proteus was from some different game. That's the only reason. But otherwise, it could have been one of the other three. I wouldn't have known. I guessed right.
But you both played a blinder of a game, and I'm really thrilled that it was such a good game, down to the wire, down to one last medal for each of you. But sadly, Dango, it is time to bid farewell.
Bye-bye.
So everybody, please follow Dango. In fact, follow everybody who's been on the show if you haven't already, because they're all amazing human beings, and I'm just so thrilled to be among them. So, yeah, total heart to you and everybody else on the stream team. So
I exited the player page, right?
Yep, exit the player page. But Kilgore, you stay on Discord. Dango, I'm going to ask you to close the player page and leave Discord for me.
Bye.
All right, this is it. We are down to the final. It is Kilgore Trout versus Frazwar for it all. Kilgore Trout has already taken one elimination, so he only needs to lose once to be out of it. But Frazwar has not been beaten yet. So Kilgore Trout is going to have to win twice in a row. Can he do it? He's won 3 times in a row already. He's just got to add 2 more. Let's see. Frazwar, it's time for you to read... Oh, there you are. I see you already.
I'm ready.
Thank you for being ahead of the game, my friend. All right. So... let's do this. It's final time. And please stick around for after the final. We're going to have some fun, hopefully with Jesse Cox, if he's hanging around. I hope he is, because we definitely want to do some fun Jesse Cox Showdown challenges. So, in any event,
Good to see you again, Kilgore.
This is
Yes, you too.
Hope you last a little bit longer this time.
as I've laid out, this is the final, and Francois just has to win one of these two games, but Kilgore Trout has to take them both.
Yes, and I hope that Francois gets to actually answer a question. That'll be great.
I mean, the only way you get to the final is by answering all of the questions correct. So far, I haven't lost a single game.
If he wins without,
You haven't been wrong.
he literally has not missed a question, not one.
That's true.
To be fair, I have got this far by covering every single question except for one, and that was the one that I beat Kilgore on. So I feel good about that.
Well,
That's right. That's true.
This is a rematch, so it could be a grudge match. But HeadDesk is guaranteed silver medal, so that's better than bronze. But let's see how it all plays out. Let's get started. Kilgore, if you could open the player webpage for me and put in session number 2. And you're in. And Francois, if you could do the same.
Certainly. And this was 2, yeah?
Yep, session number 2.
Cool.
And Francois has joined. Excellent. We're ready to go. I don't want to waste any more time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the GOG Showdown final. 2 excellent champions. Let's go to work. Gentlemen, here is your first question of finals match number 1. What is the name of the massive ship Admiral Tolwyn demands you defend at all costs in Wing Commander 3, Heart of the Tiger? Is it A, TCS Behemoth, B, TCS Dreadnought, C, TCS Leviathan, or D, TCS Midway? Please place your medals now.
I mean, Kilgore, if I was you, I'd just cover all of them, because the last thing you want to do is miss one and then have that be the
Francois
the
has
answer.
locked in and has started immediately with the psychological mind games.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I think it's go big or go home. So.
Well, yeah, it might be going home then.
That I might.
Francois, do you think Kilgore Trout went big?
Honestly, I think there is there's honor here, so the honor at stake. I think he may have covered it all, unless he's absolutely sure. It's either going to be all 4 or just 1.
It's a reasonable prediction, I think. Kilgore Trout, what do you think Francois did?
I'm not positive, but I think he probably covered all of them, and I'm pretty confident in my answer. We'll just have to wait and see what the results are.
All right. Well, I can reveal Kilgore Trout did place only 1, and Francois covered them all. Kilgore, do you know this? Do you feel like you know this? Excuse me.
I feel like I know it. Yeah. I mean, I not too long ago I played through all of the Wing Commander games up to Prophecy, and I'm pretty sure. And unless I'm mixing up games, and that this was actually in 4 or whatever, but I'm pretty sure the Behemoth is the particular ship that Tolwyn wanted us to do, and that was sort of the crux of the story. Was his allegiance.
It is very simple. If the answer is A, we carry on, and Kilgore Trout has a 3-medal lead over Francois. If it's anything else, Francois has won the GOG Showdown tournament.
No.
I have to at least build up some tension.
Of course.
The correct answer is A, TCS Behemoth. Yep, he was dead right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was about 80%. But like I say, it could have been Wing Commander 4, and I was just misremembering.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, I get to see a second round.
Yep. This is the first time in a while you've gotten to see a second round. So let's get on to a strange place for Francois. Question number 2.
What is this?
Yeah, it's going to be strange. But Kilgore has
It's
all 10.
going to be a worms question.
Kilgore has all 10 of his medals. Francois has 7. Here's your next question. Or wait, hang on. Something wrong? No. Sorry. Here is your next question. Which of the following is still a functioning city you can visit in Fallout 2? A. Los Angeles, B. San Diego, C. San Francisco, or D. Sacramento? Please place your medals now. Kilgore has locked in. Frazwar taking a bit more time this time around.
I've played it. I played it a long time ago. I am trying to work out. I'm just trying to work out what is completely and utterly. No, I'm basically gonna have to guess this. But I got a free win under my belt, so I feel alright about this. I think.
Frazwar has locked in. Well, Kilgore Trout locked in pretty quickly, Frazwar. Do you think he knows it again?
Yeah, this one is the knowledge, surely. Fallout 2 is a classic, and Kilgore's knowledge of classics is pretty up to snuff.
Let's reveal the answers.
I haven't played it in years. Years.
Damn it!
Kilgore
Damn
had
it!
no idea. Covered them all.
I'd like to say that the answer is Los Angeles because it's the one that doesn't start with S.
That's the thing. I think it's Los Angeles, but because everything else had an S in it, I was like, I've got to cover an S just to cover my bases.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, in California, there's a lot of cities whose name begins with S, all right? It's not my fault.
That's true. A lot of sands.
All right. Well, if the answer is A or B, Frazwar has regained some medal ground on Kilgore, and we carry on. If the answer is C or D, Kilgore has won, and we have ourselves a reset. The correct answer is C, San Francisco.
Good stuff. Good stuff. It was going to start with S, wasn't it?
We have ourselves a reset.
Man.
Don't go anywhere, although you both can close your player web pages.
Okay.
We're gonna reset and we're gonna start this one more time. But
Wow.
I get to update the bracket. Surprise, surprise, Kilgore Trout has come 4 games in a row. And now it's even Stevens. If either player wins this last match, they will take the tournament. I did not expect it to go this way, but I'm super glad it did. Kilgore Trout, I believe you're the first player, so would you please open the player webpage again and put in your name and session ID 2, please. And then once he's in, I'll ask Frazwar to do the same.
2?
2. Yep. And Frazwar, same thing. This is it.
I need some more. Hold on. Why are you over there? Hold on.
Why is this so tense?
Now there's actual stakes now.
Yeah, this is it. Whoever wins this takes the entire tournament. Kilgore Trout will have clawed back from losing his first game to winning 5 in a row to take the entire tournament. Or Frazwar could yet again take another win and bring it home for Team RageQuit. I know Frazwar's on my team, but I'm legitimately rooting for both of you. I want this to be an amazing match, like down to the wire. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, whatever lucky thing you got to do, gentlemen, because here we go. Here's the first question of the final match. What phrase cannot precede the word simulator to make the name of a game available on GOG? A, deep diving, B, deer hunting, C, plane mechanic, or D, thief? You may place your medals now. Dango Kitty is really upset she didn't get this question. I think she might know.
What phrase cannot precede
Not.
the word
Yes.
simulator?
3 of these go in front of the word simulator to make the name of an actual game on GOG, but one of them does not. Which one is not a real game on GOG with simulator after it?
Have I locked in?
You have locked in, yes.
Okay.
And now Kilgore's locked in. Frazwar, you locked in fairly quickly, but not as quickly as you usually do.
No.
Yeah.
It's basically ironically it's the same reasoning as how I beat Kilgore the first time. I know it's not one of them, or I'm pretty sure it's not one of them.
Kilgore, same with you. You locked in a bit slower, but I'll just go
Just
ahead
an
and reveal.
Yeah, I just have an inkling.
You have an inkling, but you covered all 4. If you
I
have
don't
an
think
inkling, which one do you think it is?
Well, the thing is, I think it's Deer Hunting Simulator because I don't think that's on there. But I think Thief Simulator actually was one, but it's between those two. And so I wasn't really positive, so I went. I'm pretty sure Plane Mechanic and Deep Diving Simulators are both.
All right. Well, as it turns out, if the answer is A, the only one that Frazwar didn't cover, then Kilgore has won the entire tournament after incredible...
I'm now just rereading.
comeback.
I'm rereading the wording of the question, being like, right, what does that mean?
Oh no!
Yeah, it's baffling.
It's not freaking you out, is it?
It is. It's freaking me out massively. I'm like,
Alright.
wait, because I know that Deep Diving Simulator is on GOG because it was a suggestion from when I played Abzu.
Okay. Well, then you've got nothing to worry about.
Okay, cool. Right.
The correct answer is B, deer hunting. Kilgore is exactly right. There is no deer hunting simulator on GOG.
But I didn't recall Thief Simulator, but I thought there could be one, but it sounded kind of odd.
There is one. To my surprise, I didn't know it existed before writing this question, but also Plane Mechanic is also a thing. That's also
Yeah, I
available
thought
on
that
GOG.
was too. I just figured it was just as well to do them all. So.
Well, as it happens, Kilgore is down to 7 medals. Frazwar has a slight medal lead at 8. Here's your next question. Which of the following GOG.com events happened first? A, added support for OS X. B, added support for Linux. C, distribution of DRM-free films. Or D, rebranding from Good Old Games to GOG.com. Place your medals now.
I mean, as a newbie, a relative newbie, comparatively, no offense, Kilgore, to the GOG team. If you got this wrong, Kilgore, that would be really embarrassing.
It would be.
I could be forgiven, you know. I don't know whether you could be.
Again with the mind games. Frazwar has locked in.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, you both locked in. Frazwar, do you think Kilgore knows it?
I don't know. That's real specialist stuff. Like for me, that would I have literally no idea. And on Kilgore's relationship with GOG, I know goes a fair way back. I don't know whether it will be part of this. I really don't know.
All right. Well, I will now reveal the answers to you and to our audience. Neither one of you had a clue. Although Kilgore, you had narrowed it down to C and D for the longest time, and then decided the last second to put A and B back in. Why is that?
Mind games.
Basically, I'm pretty sure it's C and D. But one of the things about being the elder member of the stream team is that although I am the most experienced and have been around gaming for much longer time. I also have the higher loss of memory and lack of brain cells. So I've decided I couldn't trust what I thought, and that screw it, and just picked everything.
But if you could only pick one.
If I had to pick one, I might pick C.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because both of you are going on no matter what, and a bunch of chips just got thrown away. But let's reveal the answer. The correct answer is D. The rebranding happened first.
Okay.
Everything else came after that. Well, chips are down. Kilgore's down to 4. Frazwar has a slight edge with 5. Here is your next question. Shadowrun Returns primarily takes place in what U.S. city? A. Boston, B. San Francisco, C. Seattle, or D. Chicago? Please place your medals now. Frazwar has locked in. Kilgore has locked in. Frazwar locked in pretty quickly. You think he knows the answer?
Relatively confident with this. I played it in the last year, so I would be really upset if I didn't get it right.
Kilgore, you played this game at all?
Oh no.
Nope. Well, I'm afraid that shows in your answers. You covered all 4.
Yeah. I had no. It would have been like throwing a dart at a dartboard, so I couldn't risk it.
So, if the answer is A, Boston, B, San Francisco, or D, Chicago, Kilgore has won. If the answer is C, Seattle, Frazwar has Kilgore on the ropes. It will be 5 medals to 1, and Kilgore will have to trust his gut to stay in the game. The correct answer is C, Seattle. You were absolutely right, Frazwar.
Yep.
100% correct. It is Seattle. Your memory did not fail you.
To be
My
fair,
memory
I was a
didn't
little
fail
bit
me
worried.
either. I just didn't know.
I was a little bit worried because it was one of the sales games that I played, and I only played the first 3 hours of the game, and the wording of the question was like primarily takes place. I was like, wait, maybe you move on to a different city afterwards.
No. You start the very beginning of the game. The prologue takes place somewhere else, and then you go to Seattle for the rest of the game. So, in any event, Kilgore, you're in trouble. You've got just 1 chip left. Frazwar has 5. But it can still, anything can happen.
The smack talking has stopped quite abruptly. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's getting real.
Here is your next question. Spoiler alert. In Braid, Tim is trying to save a princess from a monster. But in the end, it's revealed that the monster is what? A. Princess, B. Time, C. Tim, or D. An atomic bomb? Frazwar locked in before I even finished the question. Kilgore
I'm so sorry.
locked in so quickly even after that. Well, Frazwar locked in very, very fast. Kilgore, do you think that means he knows the answer?
Oh, he very well could. Very well could. Braid is a work of genius, in my opinion. I think it's a brilliant game. And if you play it, you'd know. Simple as that.
So
he probably did. I'm sure he's probably played it.
You'd probably want your medal to be in the same place as his, then.
Yeah. Well, no. I want his medal to be in one of the other places that I didn't pick.
Well, then let me ask, how does this make you feel? This showdown ends right now.
Yep.
If the answer is C, Frazoir has won the entire tournament, is our champion, and will bring home the gold medal for RageQuit. If the answer is D, Kilgore Trout will have mounted an incredible comeback victory from behind and take home the gold for Team HeadDesk. If the answer is A or B, we go to sudden death and we continue playing.
See, I think Frazoir is mistaking Tim with the sorcerer from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Tim!
I am named Tim. You may call me Tim. Sorry, whatever. This is why I don't do.
Which is also a cheat. Which is also a cheat for Betrayal in Antara, by the way.
Oh.
If you want to immediately defeat all of your enemies, just like a tab type, they call me Tim. Everyone will die. So there you go.
Well, bear that in mind for when you play that game. In this one, here we go. The correct answer is C.
Oh no!
Tim.
No.
I love this game so much. I think I love it a
Frazoir?
little bit more already now.
But that's
Frazoir
bizarre.
is
I thought.
our champion.
Okay.
Okay, expand, because it's an amazing... And you've already written spoiler alert in the title.
Yeah.
The
But
whole
yeah,
game-
go ahead. As you know, if anyone in chat is listening and doesn't want the ending of
Yeah,
Braid
yeah.
spoiled for you, then go ahead and back out now.
Massive spoiler. It's a phenomenal puzzle game that's all to do with like time moving.
Which it
so
is, yeah.
if you move forwards one direction on the screen, sometimes depending on the puzzle, so time will move forwards.
That's right. That's right.
And you can reverse time as well. Basically, at the end of the game, it turns out that you were playing the whole story in reverse, and Tim, kind of is trying to get the princess back from someone that she wants to be with, basically. And you find out why she's with the monster because,
Now, the reason
Okay.
I think Kilgore thought that the atomic bomb thing, because there is if you collect the right secrets, I believe there's something to do with the princess turning out to be an atomic bomb, like she goes off. But that's not the that's not the monster.
And quotes from Robert Oppenheimer in the game. And...
Yeah, but that's not the monster. That's the princess who becomes
Okay.
an atomic bomb. So the answer was Tim, and Frazoir has won after a very long, hard fought match.
okay. I've just got to
start.
say one thing.
Hold up, before you get started, let me just say, Kilgore, you have nothing to be ashamed of. Like,
Oh, no.
you have come back from like your very first loss. You won 4 games in a row to get here, to get to this point, to make it all the way to the end. And you brought home HeadDesk the silver medal. I hope you're proud, because you should be. And you've made for a hell of an entertaining tournament, and I thank you again.
It's all in fun. It's all about fun. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
Win or lose, doesn't matter.
But I genuinely hope you had a fantastic time, because you did very, very well.
Absolutely.
And you bring home the silver for Team HeadDesk. Congratulations. Frazoir, what did you want to say?
I literally just wanted to say that that being able to face you twice in this game has been nerve-wracking, but the best experience. So thank you, dude.
Awesome. You too.
Didn't you face him early on?
Yeah, twice.
I
I suppose 3 times.
Technically, you've played 3 games and won 2 of them.
Okay.
But yeah, this was an outstanding tournament, and it was largely thanks to people like you guys who really, really made it super intense and just a lot of fun to be here and do this. So thank you very much. But Frazoir is the GOG Showdown champion and has brought home the gold for Team RageQuit.
Team mediocrity no more.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. I couldn't be happier. But we still have a little bit of time left. So I'm going to try. I don't know if he's still around or if he's still interested or any of that. But at some point, we wanted to get Jesse Cox in here And we've still got time to play maybe a couple of games before we have to move on to Raiden. So, Jesse Cox, if you're listening, if you're still around, I'm going to put the bracket down so I don't show you guys. You guys can both get out of the Discord for now.
Thank you.
I'll see if I can reach out to him. Yep. Jesse Cox, if he's around. Oh, somebody already posted for that. Jesse Cox, if you are still around and you want to join, if you'd like to play a quick Jesse Cox Showdown challenge, you can challenge any of the 6 competitors in this if you'd like. You can even request to take on the champion if you want to give it your all. But if not, if we don't hear from him in a couple of minutes, we're just going to call it a day, I think, because it's getting pretty close. I have yet another stream to do after this. I'm going to be competing in the Raiden 4 tournament immediately following this. Oh, man. This has been just an absolutely fantastic... oh, dear. This has been a absolutely fantastic tournament. Thanks to everybody who's been involved. I want to start at the top. I want to thank Paran Jade, who, when I approached her with this idea, she was very open to it. She was incredibly supportive. She reached out to GOG for help with assets and so forth, and has kept this whole thing organized and running like a well-oiled machine. And if you've enjoyed the GOG Games at all, you owe Paran Jade a huge vote of thanks, and so do I, because she allowed me to do this, despite knowing that it would take quite a bit of work. And speaking of which, I've already said it a couple of times, but I owe the Crocs and Dizzy, I owe them both huge thank yous. The Crocs and Dizzy put in a lot of work to make this event as good as it is. The game itself, the server that runs it, all of that stuff was between the two of them, and they both worked really hard to get everything up and working properly. If you enjoyed this tournament, if you enjoyed watching our competitors fight it out in Trivia Battlegrounds, then it is because of their hard work. And people say I'm too humble, but I did work awfully hard on this, so thank me. No, don't. I just really wanted to. Let me tell you a tiny story while we're waiting for Jesse Cox, if he's still around. If he's not, that's okay. When I was a very young child, I loved game shows. Loved them ever so much. And when people would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, it was a game show host, period. I wanted to be a game show host. I've gotten a couple of chances to try that along the way. But GOG has been really supportive. And everybody on the GOG stream team has been wonderfully supportive in making this happen. So, like I said, if you enjoyed this tournament, it is all thanks to GOG and the wonderful stream team who supported me with this all the way. So a huge thank you to everybody, and especially all our competitors in the tournament. We had some phenomenal matchups, and some of them just were nail biting all the way down to the wire. Dango Kitty and Ananda's match just really sticks out to me as being like, oh my goodness. But that was another good one. Anyway, it looks like we're not going to get Mr. Cox. He's probably off doing something else, but that's okay. We still love him anyway. Oh, I think Paran James.
Hey there.
Hey, Paran, what's up?
Hey, it's very close to the end of this amazing 3 days, and I just wanted to jump in for a moment because I have to admit I'm not sure if I managed to stay awake until the end of Raiden 4. I do not have a camera right now. It's still at Ebenezer's PC. No, it's here. I've just not plugged it in. See, that's how tired I am. I still wanted to take this moment and yesterday I said I will stop saying thank you all the time and telling everyone how happy I am, but I will still do it once more right now. Because I have seen Pantsless Erin and Dizzy and Crocs work so incredibly hard on this game show. Sometimes I went to sleep at night, and in the morning when I woke up, they had just stopped working on it. And it is just amazing. We had so many incredible guests who just pulled off amazing feats in participating and moderating and just being there and fixing things. Pencils Aaron said we're a well-oiled machine. We're a well-oiled machine who loses a few cogs here and then, and it's still, and we still keep going, and we will keep going, and we will do this again. And I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you all and every one of you stay tuned for Raiden 4 right now, because the last event, this is where we go. This is where we celebrate. So go there, watch the bullet hell. I'm hugging virtually every single one of you here. And now I'll just sign off.
Thank you,
everybody. Stay awesome as you always are.
Thank you so much. Love her. Anyway, that's going to be it from me. I sincerely hope we get to do this again, and I predict we will. It'll be even better than this time. But I hope everybody who came and watched the stream enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed running it. This has been a dream come true. It's taken a while to get here, but we got here, and it's been an absolutely fantastic time. So one last final time before I sign off, I want to thank everybody involved in making this happen, from the contestants to the Crocs and Dizzy and Paranjade and GOG itself. And I will see you all yet again as a competitor in Raiden 4 in about 20 minutes. So please hang tight. The final competition of the GOG Games is coming up, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it's going to be a tight race for the top spot at the end of all these games. I think with RageQuit taking the gold in this event, and HeadDesk taking the silver, and TableFlip only getting a bronze, I think the gap at the top is really, really close between TableFlip and RageQuit. So fingers crossed. I'm going to do the best I can as we play Raiden 4 in about 20 minutes. Please hang out, and I will catch you guys next time.